Yeah, it is.
The sound is, the video is not.
Oh, it's working. Okay. Working. The only place where we could have been more positioned properly was if I was standing on the cement.
Sure.
If I was standing on top of the on top of the home run fence. Okay, there was no proper positioning on this guy. The way he hit the ball was truly amazing. It was really a piece of art.
So keep
and
it
not
up,
only
Dave.
that, not only that, when he was up, the best thing about it in game 2, they were up at the end of the game 5-1 in the last inning. We put everybody in right field. Everybody. The shortstop was playing in right field because this is where the guy was putting the ball all day.
Right.
He just dinked one into left field for a triple.
Really?
Truly a great piece of hitting, and I really commend the guy. He was MVP for that team on the day, and deservingly so. But game 2 was a much tighter game. It was 2-1 going into the 5th. They were able to. They scored 2 on a Falker home run, 2-run homer that put them up 2-1. We scored 1 with some errors, and they put up 3 in the 6th. And that just solidified the game. And if maybe a 4-run lead going into the 6th inning, he's not giving it up.
That's it. It's over.
Sweep good
by Lewis.
Sweep. Was it a good season for Legend Leasing? I think they went where they were expected to go. Nobody predicted them to go all the way. Everybody predicted them to get this far. They beat a mediocre team in the first round of the playoffs. Made it out. We're a 500 team. And their lineup, what was supposed to be as lethal as it wasn't as lethal when they needed it to be, and hence they came up short in the semifinals, and Legend Leasing is moving on.
Okay, so now let's move on to the other semifinal very, very briefly, as we have some awards to announce, and it's bedtime for a lot of people out there. So Kosher Corner against Abeco, great ball game, great series. This was game 3 of the series. Tied 1-1 going
I'm
into
happy
Sunday
that they made the right choice of sending this into a 9-inning game, which is truly apropos for the series. Quick inning by inning breakdown.
No, I'm not doing inning by inning.
Okay, let's score.
Overall, I was watching the game. Kosher Corner got out to an early lead, thought that they had a chance to really steal this game from early. But as Joe said, 9-inning game is a lot longer than a 7-inning game. You have a lot more time to play with. Abeco scratched. They came back, scored a couple, took a lead in the second.
Let me give a quick, just so I can...
What do you know?
Okay. I was in the game.
I'm kidding. Continue.
Mark Cohen, the 2 RBI, it was in the 2nd inning. Then bases loaded went out for David Sabag, who, rookie in this league, had a big shot. A 3-run double, made it 3-2. They ended up tying it to make it 3-all.
Two unexpected.
I think it was Chaz who had the RBI.
2 unexpected guys to take the lead into the game. Mark Cohen, who was batting in the 9 hole for these guys, and David Sabag, who was batting in the 9 hole for the other team. Put the teams on board. So again, at that point, Abeco was up 3-2 until Chaz knocked in a run to tie the game up at 3. Everybody's been hammering, killing the guy Joe S. all season long. Nobody's giving the guy credit. Some people are making fun of his fielding. I mean,
defense and offense.
His defense. I don't know why anybody's making fun of him. The guy
to make fun of his defense,
but people are on the guest book. They're shambling him. I don't know why. But his offense was not Joe S. material all season long.
Don't matter.
Talk about being clutch, because in the 7th inning, he hit a 1-run, a solo home run bomb.
Rocket.
If you know the field on down, on the right side when you're walking in, you know how they have the trees in deep left? Joe hit it way over those trees.
Wow.
He killed the ball.
Unbelievable.
No.
Right, it was a towering shot over the Green Monster, and good for Joe. Sends Abeco up 4-3, going into the 9th.
In the 8th.
We ended up scoring
big RBI by Michael Cohen. 2 RBI, single right up the middle. I was sitting behind the plate there. Great view behind the plate, by the way. Great pitch by Ike Malley. He really came after him. And Michael Cohen shot it right back up the middle for a 2 RBI single. Really put the game in Abeco's hands.
5-3 at that, 6-3 at that point.
Basically, that was it.
It's funny because I was coaching third at that point, and Salim Levy, it was a 3-1 count. Says walk him. He didn't want to give Michael anything good to hit, just walk him. And Ike didn't listen. Ike threw it in there, and Michael just.
Stephen Gindy's on deck, by the way, so you're not talking about a scrub, but yeah.
Right.
Well, hindsight is 2020.
And We got the big lead, 6-3, now going into the ninth.
Going into the ninth. Never
Which was,
say
by
never.
the way, very interesting
Exciting.
ninth inning.
Never say never for these guys. Apeco, they're never saying die. What happened in the ninth? Wait,
You had a couple of walks early by A.B. Cohen, putting on two guys. Then Mark Cohen with another RBI in the ninth, coming up with a single going in the opposite field. Great job. And then
Could score 2 runs.
that didn't score 2. That scored 1, and then
That
another
scored
scored. Marks did?
Mark scored 2. What happened was we threw the ball away to give him second and
Yeah,
third. And we
yeah.
didn't throw home a Mark Cohen shot just because we had a 3-run lead.
Keep it on the infield, right?
Keep Mark at first. Morris Ferrari came up and he grounded
So
out.
Morris Ferrari's up, and really, I mean, for Abeco, that's exactly the guy you want up. No disrespect to Morris, although
Pen hitter.
A.B. Cohen is just in the zone at this point. You know, he had a rough inning, but sitting and watching, I'm thinking to myself, A.B. Cohen's got this. He basically told himself before the at bat, had you already enough? Go after this guy. He routine ground ball to Sammy Yes short.
You gotta give A.B. Cohen. You're shaking, huh? You gotta give A.B. Cohen credit because you know what? If he fumbles with Morris, walks
Yeah, sure.
something, and you know,
Top
doesn't get
lineup
anything,
comes
he's
up.
got Salim in the hole, Nasser and Salim coming up,
All right.
and the dangerous hitters. So you know, kudos to A.B. Cohen.
You know, A.B. Cohen gets maybe exactly who you wanted to be in the World Series this year. It's going to be an awesome, awesome matchup. I would urge everybody to come. Like I said, being a spectator is quite fun, especially when you have two pitchers of this caliber facing off against each other. It's guaranteed to be a great showdown. So they'll be playing this Sunday morning.
Yes.
2.
Where?
Yeah.
Games 1 and 2, we're talking about Logan now.
Okay, so we'll let you know. I'm sure Sammy will be able to send
Can't
an
play
email Friday confirming. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, guys. Sammy's going to confirm exactly what field they'll be on Friday afternoon. So look out for the email, and I urge
Friday
everybody to be
afternoon?
there. I'm sorry.
Sunday morning.
He's going to send the email Friday afternoon.
Right, okay.
All right. So now moving on to a very important part of this
Should we do
league.
the World Series preview? You want to do the...
I don't think I need to do a World Series preview. I think it's
We're
going to
not
be
going to
fantastic.
preview position by position, but we're going to say you got Navy versus A.B. Cohen.
I'll give you my prediction. I'll take Abe Co, which is A.B. Cohen's team. And the reason why is because I feel like they have... Yeah, I'm off this. I took RFG in the first week.
Yeah.
The
He
reason
did
why...
not pick you last week.
Yes, he did.
There's no way.
On the phone, he called in and said Legend Leasing.
You picked a legend to be Nathan?
Yeah.
No.
No
Yeah.
way.
Go back and watch the video, boys. I don't think so.
The reason why I'm picking Abe
He
Co is...
said, this is what he said, I really want to take Legend, and my heart is telling me to take Legend. I want to take Legend. I really think they're going to win, but I need to bet on AB because I can't not bet on AB. But I really want to take Legend.
So I bet on Navy. But the reason why I'm taking Abe Co is because I think they have a more balanced team overall. They have a really great lineup. Steven Gindy comes out this week. I think he starts hitting the ball really well. And Joe S. broke out of his shell last week. Michael Cohen also the big RBI single, 2 RBI single last week. These guys are on a momentum swing. After winning in Game 3, it's nothing like that. They're going to come in with a little more momentum than Nays. So that's my prediction. Very quickly, yours, and then we have to answer the awards.
I don't even have a prediction. I think it's definitely going to go 3. That's my first thing. I think Abeco is going to take the first one, and then AB is going to come back and take Game 2. Falco won't allow them to lose in Game 2. It's not going to end
I
on
don't know if
Sunday.
Falco's going to have the ability not to let us win Game 2 because I don't know if he's going to see any pitches.
Yeah,
The way he's hitting, I can't imagine us pitching to him. But
I wouldn't pitch to him if I were you, but you know what? If you don't pitch, there's going to be pitch to him. There's a lot of pressure on Moko, and he's been hitting the ball nicely.
right.
It's going to put a lot of pressure on Moko and Louis Patesh. If those 2 guys can come through, yeah, I think I'm going to take Abeco in 3, just because I would rather have pressure put on Stephen Gindy, Adam Cohen, and David Canton versus Moko and Louis Patesh.
Right. I also think this is going 3. So I think we all agree on that. Okay, moving on to the...